Fish gives birth. Here comes the life cycle of the fish where when they started being born. The cycle 1. Egg. Each fish will begin its life as an egg. The female fish will lay a large number of eggs in a safe place in the water, usually among grabbers, rock, or sand. During the early stage, the eggs are very vulnerable and can easily be disturbed or damaged while in the egg stage. The fish will start to develop its organs, and its tail species of fish that live in warm water will hatch from their egg quicker than those in cold water. Ang mga isda daw ay nabubuhay sa mainit na tubig at mapipisa mula sa kanilang itlog ng mas mabilis kaysa sa nasa malamig na tubig. Cycle 2. The larva. When the egg are ready to hatch, they become known as larvae. This is the second stage in the life cycle of fish. Larvae have their own source of food called a yolk sac, which is attached to their body. The yolk sac contains all the essential nutrients to feed the larva and help it grow. Larva will survive off the yolk sac until grow bigger, become able to feed itself. Ang mga larva ay mayroon silang sariling pinagkukuran ng pagkain. Tinatawag na ito na yolk sac na naglalakbay sa kanilang katawan. The yolk sac ay naglalaman ng lahat ng mahalagang bagay upang mapakain at tumulong sa paglaki. Cycle 3. The juvenile. As they fry get bigger, it's become known as a juvenile. The size of a juvenile approximately the size of an adult finger. The fins and scales of the fish will grow and develop. During this time, the juvenile will be much bigger and stronger than to fry. However, it will still be smaller and water than an adult fish. Ang laki ng isang juvenile ay mas malaki pa sa adult dahil dito na lumalabas ang kanilang mga fins and scale. Thus, juvenile ay magiging malaki at malakas kaysa sa fry. Gayunpaman, ito ay magiging mas maliit at mahina kaysa sa isang adult. Adult fish. Stage 6. Adult life cycle. Fish do not typically have a distinct stage in their life cycle. The life cycle of fish usually involves stages such as eggs, larva, juvenile, and adult. Specific stage can vary between species, but they generally follow their pattern. If you have a particular species in mind and can provide more specific formula. Ang adult dito naman sa adult, dito lahat lumalabas ng kanilang mga species. Maaaring din to magbigay ng tiyak na impormasyon. The spawning. But the most common way for fish to produce is the spawning. Spawning happens when female lays her eggs in water. The female then comes to unfertilize as many eggs as he can. Ang spawning naman nito ay maaaring paraan upang makagawa sila ng maraming isda ng pamamagitan ng kanilang pangingitlog. How many eggs can fish produce? The number of eggs produced by fish varies widely among species. Some small fish may produce only a few hundred eggs, while larger species, those with different reproductive strategy, can produce millions of eggs. For example, a single female Atlantic could release several millions in eggs during one spawning event. The respective strategy and the environmental condition play significant roles in the determining quantity of eggs a fish species can produce. Sabi dito, ang maliit na isda ay nakakagawa ng ilang itlog, pero ang malaking species ay maaaring magagawa ng maraming itlog. Ito yung mga tinutukoy upang makarami sa paggawa ng isda. Alota mola. The mola or ocean sunfish look like an animal cracker. Someone bit in half 500 pounds tooth. This temperate and tropical water animal is the world's heaviest bony fish. It is also the heavyweight egg produce, releasing 3 million eggs over spawning season. Ang lota mola ay mukhang isang animal, may 500 pounds. Isa din ito pinakamabigat at payat na isda sa mundo. Pero naglalabas ito ng itlog mahigit 300 million sa panahon ng kanilang pangingitlog. Water quality. Maintaining optimal water quality parameters such as a temperature, oxygen level, pH, and ammonia level crucial for the health and growth of fish. Number 2, feeding requirement, providing a balanced and nutrition diet. Inappropriate quantities is essential for promoting faster growth, and fish feed should meet the nutritional requirements of the fish being raised. 3. Stocking density. Maintaining the appropriate stocking density ensure that fish have enough space to grow and thrive without overcrowding, which can lead to stress and slow growth. For water temperature. Maintaining sustainable water temperature for the specific species being raised can help accelerate metabolic process and promote faster growth. 5. Genetic selecting. Fish breeds or strains that have been bred for fast growth can significantly impact the growth rates of fish aquaculture system. 6. Disease management. Implementing effective disease prevention and also managed strategy can help reduce stress on the fish and prevent disease outbreaks that can slowing growth. 7. Water circulation and aeration. Proper water circulation and aeration help ensure that oxygen is distributed evenly throughout region, help water promoting healthy growth and metabolism in fish, optimizing this factor and proceeding a conclusive environmental for fish growth.
Things that make the fish grow faster. Tank with low nitrate, stable pH, and a good amount of good bacteria will act as a great medium for fish growth. Being in a stable, healthy environment, your fish will be stronger. This will lead to a good growth rate and fewer chance of water shock and deaths. Yun po yung mga dapat gawin para para lumaki ng mabilis yung mga example, alaga nating isda. Like, nag-aalaga tayo ng isda sa aquarium. And these are the fastest growing fish, yung mga isda mabilis lumaki. The fastest growing fish belong to species of tilapia such as blue tilapia, Nile tilapia, and Mozambique tilapia. These fish generally mature to their harvestable size within 8 to 9 months. Other fast-growing fish include catfish, barramundi, freshwater prawn, salmon, perch, carp, bass, trout, guppies, and crayfish. Yun po yung mga example ng mga isdang mabilis lumaki. Like, sabi nga dito, example is yung tilapia. 8 to 9 months, pwede na po siyang i-harvest. And yung mga iba po, like yung mga prawn, salmon, perch, carp, ito po yung mga inaalagaan ng tao. Like sa mga fish pond and other. At ito naman po yung types ng mga isda na lumalaki. Means po na lumalaki yung bigger size. Ito po yung mga types of fish grow bigger. Whale shark, yung mga lumalaki po. Sharks may grow up to 40 feet in weight as much as 40 tons by some estimates. So lumalaki po ito like like it said 40 feet and 40 tons. Whale sharks longer than about 39 feet are uncommon. They have broad, flat heads with a short snouts, and their backs have interesting white, yellow, and gray cheekboard pattern. Yung yung whale shark po, ito po yung mga types ng isda or ganitong type po ng isda, yung mga lumalaki. Means lumalaki po yung yung big size po, lumalaki as size. Some fish that grow bigger as well is yung the beluga. One of the largest bony fishes can live up to 100 years. Meron pa isa yung tiger shark. One of the biggest fish in the ocean is known as a voracious carnivore. At yung isa, the largest basking shark ever scientifically measured weight 8,598 pounds and was almost 30 feet long. Yun po, mostly mga shark po, yung mga lumalaki po talaga sila. Which is responsible for growth in fishes. Nutrition, including the quality and quantity of food, plays significant role in growth regulation. A number of environmental factors such as temperature, oxygen concentration, salinity, photoperiod influence the rate of growth. Yung mga responsable po sa paglaki ng mga isda, syempre po number one na po dyan yung nutrition. Syempre po, maski kahit sa tao, kailangan po din natin ng nutrition para lumaki. Yung quality, dami ng pagkain, syempre po nagpe-play po din siya ng significant role para lumaki ng husto yung isda. Ito naman po yung mga nakakaapekto sa paglaki ng isda or pagdami. Number of environmental factors such as temperature, oxygen concentration, salinity, and photoperiod influence the rate. Recent data suggests that genotypes, hormones, and psychological condition of the individual are also equally important. Endogenous regulations of growth. Siyempre po, sa pagdami, paglaki po ng isda, meron din po mga nakaka-affect dito, such as overfishing. When more fish are caught than can be replaced through natural reproduction is one of the biggest issues marine ecosystem face today. This can happen either directly or indirectly through bycatch, the capture of unwanted sea life while fishing, or for a different species. Siyempre po kapag nag-overfishing po tayo, nauubos din po yung isda. Yung mas marami po tayong nahuhuli kaysa napoproduce po ng isda, siyempre naapektuhan din po yung paglaki or pagdami ng isda. There are several factors that can contribute to the declining populations of certain fishes, including pollution, nakaka-affect din po yun. Habitat destruction po, ito na po yung paggamit natin ng dinamita, nakaka-apekto din po yun. And climate change, ito na po yung dumaragsa po yung isda sa tabing dagat, kasi po nararamdaman nila na po na parang siguro sa lugar nila umiinit na, so naghahanap po sila ng place kung saan pwede sila mag-cool down. Kasama ang palad po, doon na po sigurong nakakaabot sila sa tabing dagat. In natural waters, the growth of fish population is dependent upon the abundance of the stock, food supply, space, temperature, and growing season, and other environmental factors either pala. Fish are critical for a healthy ecosystem. It's impossible to have a healthy ocean without fish. Totoo nga naman, bale isda po yung nagbibigay health po sa ocean para mukha pong healthy nga yung ocean dahil sa fish. They play a critical role. Importante po talaga yung isda sa ocean. Maskin sa tao naman po, importante din po yung isda. Maintaining the health and balance of marine ecosystem and even mitigating climate change. Pwede din po tayong makatulong para maiwasan po natin yung pagkaubos ng isda. Actions such as joining or organizing beach or river cleanup, switching to reusable plastic bags, sa ganung paraan po makakatulong po tayo sa ating ecosystem at pati na din po sa ating mga isda at sa pagdami ng isda. And reducing plastic consumption overall. Yung pagtatapon po kasi natin ng mga plastic sa dagat, pwede din po makaapekto yun sa marine system sa dagat, kasi po pwede po yun mag-cause ng pollution. So sa pag-prevent po ng paggamit ng mga plastic, nakakatulong din po tayo sa pagdami din ng isda. Consumption overall can help prevent and reduce the risk to fish and other marine life. So yun na nga po. Support sustainable fisheries. Overfishing can deplete fish population past the point of recovery. Siyempre po, dapat po as person, malaman din po natin ang tunay na kahalagahan ng isda at yung ecosystem po ng isda. Importante po talaga yun para sa atin at para sa pagdami po ng isda at paglaki ng populasyon. Yun lang po. Salamat.